goes high in the draft. I mean, that's what I would like. And that's the kind of guy that's going to carry you to help you, like a Nate Belenders. I think Nate's in that same category right now as a junior. That this is a big year for him. That he's a talented player that should hit somewhere 2-3 in the lineup, for us, or somewhere in the middle of the lineup anyway, and get it done. So some of those guys, it's their time to step it up. I mean, so I'm looking forward to watching them. I'm looking forward to seeing the sophomores, see how much they prove. They went away and played this summer. Looking forward to seeing the new guys that are here and see how they fit in. And some guys take those challenges and they get better. Some guys take longer to get ready, but some guys come in and they get pretty good pretty quick. They really improve. But maybe the first time in their life they've been challenged as far as, am I going to start or am I going to sit? And those guys, some of them turning up a notch. And hopefully we got a couple of those guys.
When do you expect to hear about Cade, like from the NCAA? Do you know when they're going to let you know? Is there a certain deadline?
No.
Or I don't know the rules.
I don't know. There's not a deadline. But it's generally been something that's always been approved under these circumstances.
Is the starting pitching battle pretty wide open? I mean, does everyone get a shot?
Of course, anybody gets a shot at this point right now. We expect Whaley to be in there for one. We expect him to be, and then we got an option if somebody comes out that can do the job as a closer. We might be bring Miranda out in the bullpen and put him in a rotation, or we may leave him in there. I don't know what we're doing right now, just depending on how the rookies come along. So that's what fall practice is all about.
Is Broad just working at, you mentioned second, but
Yeah,
is he also working on outfield too? Or
no, he's working strictly at second right now. In fact, him and Zeke both are working strictly head-to-head at second base. And at some point, we're making the decision that we need to move one of them. We expect both of them to be in the lineup, so we've got to decide where one of them's going to play besides second base. But I expect one of those two guys to be a second.
How many days is fall practice, and how many inter-squad scrimmages do you have?
We have 45 days, and I'm not sure exactly. Basically, we're inter-squad on Thursday, Friday, Saturday as a general rule throughout the fall. And so 3 games a week, so about 18, 20 games, inter-squad games. The other days are strictly practice, working on team defensive type things.
How long will it be before you have a pretty good idea, how good a group of guys you have talent-wise?
Well, you'll have a better idea, in a week or two. But, with that said, and some guys really step it up in spring, and surprise you. And if I tell you what the lineup's going to be at the end of fall practice, what it's going to be in the lineup in the spring, I guarantee you I'll be wrong. Because someone will get bigger, stronger, faster, or turn the page and make that adjustment, and they'll come out in the spring for a month of practice before we open, and boom, then they'll put themselves in the lineup. I don't make out the lineup, I tell them they do, based on how they play. You make out the lineup. Working hard and playing good, that's what gets you in the lineup. So it's always interesting to see.
It's 45 days, but not 45 practices, is that correct?
We have 45 days. We go to November the 20th, Scout Day.
The Orange and Green World Series is when? Mid-November?
You know what? Yeah, I don't know exactly. Yeah, the last 2 weeks or something like that. It's just, I don't know exact dates of it or whatever. I just know that it's all organized. So we got it on paper. I don't have it memorized. I know we're playing every week, and that's the bottom line. The Orange and Green Series is great because it seems to be very competitive during that series. There's more than they get tired of inter-squad games, and that's the time before Scout Day we do that. And it adds something energy-wise to them to play, and then we have the Scout Day, which all of them are very excited about playing that because every major league club will be here.
And you made it a best of 5 this year? Is it usually best of 3? Any reason?
Yeah, because it's good. So let's expand it for a couple more days and let them play hard a couple more days. So.
The 5:30 a.m. workouts, was effective last year. Do you think it's going to do the same for chemistry bonding-wise this year too, Coach?
I thought we had great chemistry last year, and we had a lot of great things, but we didn't end up in Omaha. So, and that's the bottom line, So I'm not happy with last year. So I can't say anything. It's anything we did new last year that worked, specifically, because I didn't. But we did have very good chemistry. Our guys were tight. We just didn't get it done late. You got to get hot late. That's what it's all about.
Practices and scrimmages, fans, I assume, welcome to come out.
Sure.
Talk about that.
Absolutely. I mean, they're welcome to come out. watch every day, practice or inter-squad games. And, I encourage them to come out. So every weekend we'll have inter-squads on Saturdays and Fridays. So, if we have rain during the week, then we'll practice Saturday and Sunday. We'll take off at least one day a week.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.